We're going to plant more today, but first I'm going to get the rest of these peas and probably get some greens for a little stir fry for dinner tonight. We're having some Indian food. But I want to get to planting. It's already almost May, and I'm ready. All right, there we have a really good colander full. Some are flat. I'm going to save those. They work as snow peas, and the rest I'm going to shell as peas. So I had some dry ones. I just threw them out because I have loads of these saved. Like, you can take these and use these, let them dry out more, and then use the seeds next year. I mean, it works all the time. That's where these came from. So I bought one pack, open pollinated, not GMO, and it's a gift that keeps on giving. All right, not bad. I got about a little over a cup of peas and maybe a cup of these snow pea-like peas. So I'm going to get those in the freezer. Then I'm going to go cut some tips. One year I grew peas in a container like this from one of the stores, nurseries. And I just threw a tomato cage on it and planted the seeds, and man, they came up like crazy. I had a good harvest off of that. In fact, that's where I got all my seeds and food from what I planted there. So let's go get these tips. Yeah, I just got back from picking up some organic potting soil from Walmart. Remember, I raised these raised beds. We put in a lot of stumps and branches and stuff, and those will break down, but the good thing is we didn't have to buy soil immediately to fill these boxes. We bought some, but we didn't have to invest in thousands of dollars. So we just add a little bit every year as it goes down, depending on the season. This bed over here will probably get it in the fall. I have organic material I can load in these too. I have kind of a compost pile. It's not an official compost, but it's full of all kinds of stuff that's broken down. But the main reason I'm out here today is get these parsnips done, because these tomatoes, this one I just almost pulled off, they're taking off like crazy where I planted the sardines. So I need to get these parsnips harvested anyway. I'm going to make a parsnip mash out of these instead of roasting them, and because it's easy. I need easy today. Now I'm going to try and get out here and do some work in the garden later, and then I got to figure out what to do with my kale. I'm thinking about doing one more soup, just one more soup, like an Indian Tuscan kale canali bean sausage thing. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see. But let's get these harvested and see what we come up with. Let me pull this biggest one here. Okay, it looks like it's about to seed. Oh, look. All that growth and a little tiny. Probably because I had them too tight together. Let's see here. It's always fun. Oh, good. Those are good signs. It's always fun pulling them up. You never know what you're going to get. Oh, look. That looks like a real carrot. Maybe I do have carrots. I know I planted carrots and parsnips. So here's a bunch more. I mean, I could leave some of these tiny ones in. There are real carrots in here. So maybe they were carrots. Either way, I think they're getting mashed. Here's another one. I got a lot of them to pull up. Oh, look at that one twisted. Oh, they found each other. All right, so then we're getting into some scrawny ones here. One had a lot of roots around the top. And look, of course, there's going to be a pecan coming up because the squirrels have been in here. Yeah, that's a nice looking carrot. Oh my goodness. I have a lot of mashed carrots is what I'm going to have. But let me show you this. I noticed this the other day, and I was just so surprised because I planted this garden in November before we left home for a month. You know, so it didn't get any care. I planted it just enough to get some sprouts going. And then we left. Oh, that was an acorn they're planting in here. Sturdy rats. But look at this. I planted these tomatoes with those sardines, and all of a sudden I'm getting more like carrot-like stuff or parsnip coming up. No. It's funny. Funny. The gardening is always a surprise. That's why it's so fun. That was a big one. Wow, that might be the best yet. Got some spider running around here. Oh, it's a daddy long leg. I don't think I've ever seen one of those around here. That was cool. I like those. I loved them as a child because I'd let them walk all over me. Huh. Wow, these tomatoes look great, don't they? They're loving that sardine. So here now I have a bunch of carrots. Wow. Look at this. Maybe I should have brought a better or a bigger container. I'm so happy. And I just threw the seeds in there. I didn't do any real work. We covered them with the netting once we got back in December. I don't know if we covered them before we went. I think we didn't do that till we came back in January. Anyway, this is gardening without doing a lot of work. I love it. Free food. Woo! All right, that's the harvest, and I'm going to wash these and get them cooking. All right, so we're out in the garden. It's another day. We got our soil dispersed. You can see where this plant, I planted it kind of intentionally while it was low, but I'm going to cover this out, and this will create more roots. It'll just get stronger, actually. So this is a lot finer than my raised bed soil that I normally buy. This is organic potting soil from Whitney Farms, and I normally buy the raised bed. So let me know how you like this format. It's kind of like a week of me gardening. That's what I'm going to try and do. We'll see if it works. There's some months in Georgia, though. It's way too hot. I am not getting out to do any gardening. So, and I don't get up early, so evening is usually my preferred gardening time, like after dinner or something. So, but that's what we're getting done today. We're going to have rain for a few days, so I'm hoping to get this dispersed and still be comfortable enough to go ahead and get some seeds in the ground and take advantage of all this wet weather we have coming our way. So, can't beat free. It's my motto. So, we'll be back later if I decide to plant anything. And we'll just take a long break. See you in a minute. I just decided, made an executive decision to go ahead and harvest all this. I mean, it's all good, and because I want to do other things right now, I'm just gonna try and put it in one of these bags, and we'll stuff it in the fridge for now. That'll be good. Then I'll get the rest of those. I've got more bags, but I'm going to get this lettuce. I can tell it's about to go to seed here, it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and harvest this and have a fresh lettuce salad tonight. So this will be delicious. This is a butter lettuce. But it didn't head because it got too hot too late. So I did plant this in November though. Surprisingly, everything you've seen me harvest here recently has been planted in November, and it was kind of a plant it and forget it mission, because we went on vacation for the month of December and no one was here to care for it. So I would consider that a success for doing nothing. So be back at, we're going to take a break and come back out here and plant stuff after dinner. So again, I'm just going to put these in. We're going to take a break. Well, I say a break. We're going to figure out what we're planting where, get our seeds ready, and then just come out and make short work of it. So see you after a bit. All right, it's 7 o'clock on a Thursday, so it's game night. So if you don't know, I do a live game night every Thursday. I call it Flapdoodle. It's a word game. So if you like words and you like languages and stuff like that, it's a pretty fun game. And you get points even if you don't know what words are. But today, I'm going to get these in the ground real quick. I have some of this Delicata organic squash, and some more carrots to plant, cucumbers, and I don't know, I'll plant one or the other of these probably, and this other squash, and I have not tried this Havana squash either, so let's give it a go. I had to look it up. So the Havana, it is a butternut variety, and that is one of our favorites. So this honey boat, though, that's going to be a new one. I think it's an Italian, and it has little stripes on it. And it's not very big. It's a 1 pound, I think. So they say it's a personal serving size. All right, we made short work of that. I'm hoping that a sweet potato will pop up here. And I kind of buried a zucchini. If it pops through that, good. If not, I have others I can plant. And then here we did the yaya carrots. And I have a space here for something else. I haven't decided what I'm going to put here yet. But I did put the Havana squash in. So I put 2 seeds in each hole. And I have 3 that I planted there. And I stuck these tomatoes here because I didn't know where else to put them right now. But if they're, I only need 1 cherry tomato. And if I have multiple cherry tomatoes, one's going to go. But we planted 2 of the smaller Havana squash in this space. And so we'll just keep it moist for now until those seeds come up. And here we have, okay, so let me show you this. The squirrel dug this up. I'm trying to revive it. It may be hopeless. That one's still going. Now the leaves are really starting to kick out on these. You can see my overwintered peppers. I just brought them inside. And then these, I don't know, you know, I put the sardines here and you got these tomatoes, right? And then we planted these with the sardines at the same time, and look at how nuts these have gone. So I don't know what the deal is. I kind of did them the same way. But that's it. That's the gardening video for now. I think we're expecting rain tomorrow. And for, I don't know, the next 4 days or something. So these will be quite happy, I'm certain. It'll be interesting to see what comes up. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.